We are here. I'm back home from school, so this is weird not being at school now. But we're here with Josh Decker from 10 Cent Revenge. How's it going, Josh?
What's up, man? It's good to finally be on here with you.
Yes. Before we get into anything, we got to push your shows because I know that you people stop watching and it's very annoying.
Calling
So,
them out.
yes. I see them. So June 22nd and June 23rd. I can't remember the last time someone's played the whiskey back to back. So congrats on that. But you are opening for Resist and Bite on the 22nd and the Bullet Boys on the 23rd. So where can people go to get tickets from you guys for those shows?
Find us on Facebook or our website. Even just DM me on Insta. I don't care. Just hit me
Find
up.
this
We'll,
man.
we'll, we'll make sure that you get to that show.
Yes, and
No
every future
excuses.
show. No, maybe I'll fly. I probably won't fly out. I don't have that kind of money, but
Oh,
maybe.
dude, yeah. Uh,
But so we got to talk about some stuff coming up in the future. We got some releases, but I can't talk. Before we do that, last week you and some of the other TCR boys just played with Donnie V from Enough's Enough, both of our favorite songwriters. I love his stuff too. How did that all come about for you? Because that's pretty crazy.
yeah, so I mean, Alex Kane was the music director for that. I don't, have you met Alex? Do you know him at all? He was
I
in
think
Life,
I
Sex,
think
and
we've
Death.
talked. I think we've talked like once. I've never met him, but hi, Alex. If you know me,
Yeah,
if you don't, nice
no,
to meet you.
he's cooler than hell, and I've been buddies with him for a few years now, and we all just happen to live in Phoenix, and so he hit me up and was like, "Hey, I have a project that maybe you'd want to be a part of. Are you free on these dates?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. What you got?" And he's like, "It's Donnie V from Enough's Enough." I'm like, "Well, dude,
Oh,
say no more."
yeah,
So yeah, we got to do 2 nights with him and opening for Zebra, and God, playing some of those songs that literally I grew up listening to is just so surreal. And Donnie
yeah.
could have been cooler. So I'm just really grateful for Alex for making that happen.
So was it weird having to like learn other people's music for a change instead of opening and playing your own stuff?
It kind of, I mean, it would have been weird if I didn't already know most of those songs.
That's
Like,
true.
I,
Yeah,
I had an advantage going into it just because I knew, like, oh yeah, new thing, Baby Loves You. I know these songs. It's just a
you
matter of like
cheated.
putting stuff together. I know, I studied ahead for the test, but
Yes.
yeah, and I mean, I've done stuff with Michael Bruce from the Alice Cooper band before, so I've learned other people's material. Um, yeah, just you can rehearse and prepare as much as you want, but the moment that you take the stage and Donnie V or whoever hired you walks out and you're there for the first time, all bets are off, man. But yeah, no, we prepared. It was a great time, and I'm just so grateful to have that opportunity.
So do you know if this is something that you're like gonna keep up doing, or was this like a one shot thing? Or
We're in talks to do some more.
awesome.
Probably not at liberty to say any more
Yeah, let's
beyond
not get
that,
you in
but
trouble. But
yeah, no, but yeah, it's looking likely that we'll be doing some more things with Donnie.
okay, awesome. So last September, you guys released the Road to Ruin EP, 6 songs. You guys had like Brian Forsyth, Tony Franklin on it. Now we got
Yeah.
another release coming up. We have Bruce Kulick from Kiss and Grand Funk Railroad, and also Rowan Robertson of Dio is on it. And so
Yep,
far, those are
and
the two announced.
yeah,
I
and
I, I know you said you probably wouldn't say anymore, but
I'll say another one. I mean, breaking news here. You get the exclusive, Sam. We got Todd Howard
yes,
from Fraley's Comet
nice.
also doing one. So, yeah, and it's going to be a really good record. I think we really wanted to just. Uh, the first one was sort of just a hodgepodge of all the songs that we had laying around from our old projects that we were like, let's really get something out, get it up and
Yeah,
running. And these ones were more refined. We're really putting in a lot of time and effort into making it what it is because we have the time and energy to do that now.
yeah.
So I'm glad that a lot of those guys agreed to be a part of this. I mean, God, I hearing Bruce's solo on that track for the first time in the context of the song that we'd written is just, oh my God.
Yeah.
So it's I'm really looking forward to having that out.
So, would you say that this album more like defines who you guys are as a band because now it's all of you try like being able to write collaboratively together?
I think that it picks on different strengths of each of us. Would the first record had certain, we all had our own little flavors in there, and this is the
Yeah.
same one. I think really what we're gunning for is the third EP. That's what we're building up to be really our magnum opus, if you will, or at least the best
Yes.
one yet. So we're getting off some of the cobwebs and really working through a lot of things and seeing where we all mesh well as musicians. Because I've played with Greg forever, but Steve Favela from a band called Color Chaos is in our band, and this is our first original project with him. And Jake Victor from Silence is Madness, another Nebraska group. I've never played with him before, so it really is like we're starting to get comfortable with each other and see what works well. And that's why we're playing a lot of shows. We really want to break that in and get that energy, locked down so that
Yeah.
it reflects in the studio.
So, do you have a time frame in mind for when this is coming out, or are we just gonna do slow,
It
releases of singles?
this summer for sure, within the next couple of months. We're gunning for an August release, but that could change based on a number of factors. But yes,
Yeah.
very soon, within the next couple of months.
Are you gonna drop any singles from it, or are you just gonna push everything out at once?
Um, I think we'll probably do what we did with the last one, where we did a single and
Yeah.
we'll probably put out a video, maybe. I don't know. That's not a conversation that we really had yet. We're really just like, okay, let's get these as good as we can get, and then we'll
Yeah.
worry about the details. But yeah, I'm sure there'll be a single. Um,
So we have no video idea because you guys are doing something that not that many bands are doing. You're like actually focusing on music videos. That's not really a thing that happens anymore. But you guys are like putting
yeah.
effort into this. So
I mean, our bass player's wife is a photographer, videographer, and she's
that
really good at what
definitely
she
helps.
does. And so we're like, yes, let's get all of this content. And we're weirdos, and we like to film us doing stupid crap. And so it's like, yeah, let's put that in a video. So there's plenty of content to draw from. I definitely have an idea for at least one video that's more cinematic, for lack of a better word,
Yeah.
for the next album. A lot of pyro, things like that. I want to see if we have the resources and the technology to execute that. But yeah, there will be videos for this one too. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So you guys, you have to talk about more who you guys are as a band. You have a lot of '70s influences, as we can see from some of the people featured, but you also have like the modern element. So how would you describe like this record that we have coming up? Does it kind of fit that still, or is it starting to move in a different direction?
I mean, it takes some of the better parts of the first record and redirects it in a more refined channel. It's heavier, that's for sure. It's more in line with the collective influences that we have as a band. So I'd say that if you like groups like, oh God, Aerosmith, Motley Crue, this is a record that you're gonna like. Just hard rock in a classic style, but with a more modern production to it.
Yeah. So I'm always curious how like newer bands do it because there's so many like now obviously Zoom's a thing. That's how we're having this conversation. Do you guys like to do stuff in person, like recording, or do you all record separate, write separate, all that?
For the core of our band, I think we love to do it in the room together, as much of it
Yeah.
as we can. I mean, we track separately and do things here and there, but we're all there when we're putting the songs together because I think that you can't really beat the energy from the collective.
Yeah, definitely.
It's more organic and natural, and there's something to be said for recording remotely, and we definitely make use of that when we have guys like Bruce Kulick on the album. But the core of our band, 10 Cent Revenge, we always get together at least once a week to rehearse, practice, write, record, whatever it may be. We're going tomorrow to do more. So yeah, it's just keeping up that the technique and the playing together, that vibe and that mesh. That's what we really pride ourselves on.
Yeah. So when you have people such as like Bruce on the record, does he ever give any like input, or is it just you like strictly saying, "Hey, like you should play this," or does he just say, "This is what I think we should do"? Is it
I mean,
like
it
a
really
team?
just it depends on who it is. I mean, a lot of guys, I'm just like, hey, I like your style of playing. This is a particular song I think would go well with that. Let's see what you can do. And for the most part, I just let them roll with it. And
Yeah.
our producer is also our bass player, and he has a blast just like, seeing all the different stuff that they've done and making it all
Yeah.
fit. But yeah, I mean, I very rarely guide them. I mean, I bring them in for a reason, because they're better musicians than I am. They're able to do things I can't do, and I respect and admire their expertise. And they make the songs that much better. They take it to a higher level. I
Yeah.
mean, one example, I'll just give another name. We have Mark Gus Scott from Trickster, not on
Oh, nice.
drums on the album. He's
Oh,
doing
oh,
backup
no.
vocals.
Okay.
Um, we've known Gus forever, but he's in our Road to Ruin video. Road to Ruin? Yeah, he was in the Road to Ruin video, and I was like, "Hey, your band is known for really good harmonies. Can you help me chart some of these out and flesh this song out more, make it sound big?" And he did that for one of our songs. So there's
Yeah,
a lot of Mark's voice mixed in with mine on one of the tracks. So it's
nice.
very cool. Um,
So is it going to be a similar length to Road to Ruin? Are we looking at around like 6 songs?
Yeah, I think that's what our approach is going to be is, doing multiple EPs a year, 6 songs each, all of
Yeah,
which kind of center around a similar theme, at least sonically. It gives us more creative freedom rather than trying to put 10 or 11 songs on there with a couple that might be filler just to have them out. I'd rather
yeah.
just do 6 really good songs and then, okay, let's start the next thing.
Well,
So,
and also it gives them time to breathe too, because some people have short attention spans, but they can do six. They can listen to six.
yeah, I hope they can do 6. That's what we're banking on.
So, do we have any time frame? I know you said you're not really focusing on the details. Do you have a time frame that you want to have a single out by around? Maybe.
Um, uh, I probably shouldn't say anything specific so as not to
All
upset my
right,
bandmates
that is
because
fair.
I would literally be pulling something out of nowhere right here. But
Fair.
definitely I will say within the next 2 months we will have for sure a single out,
And
most likely
and
gonna
we're
be
holding you
pushing.
to it. We
Yeah.
are hold.
I hope you do. I hope you do, man.
I'll be
Uh,
texting you daily.
I look forward to it.
um, so that's all I got for you. All you people better go to the whiskey because you have no excuse. You know where to find Josh. What other shows you got coming up? I know that you're opening for like everybody. It's crazy.
Yeah, in Phoenix, where we live, we're playing with Spread Eagle on September 1st, at a club called the 44. We got Babylon AD at the Whiskey the next day, so we'll be going from
Jesus.
Phoenix to LA, and then yeah, just booking stuff here and there. Check our website; you'll find everything listed on there, though.
Anything else you'd like to cover, sir?
I just appreciate your time and yeah, just come check us out if you're in the area. We play LA constantly. So if you're in Los
Often.
Angeles, Hollywood, we're always at the Whiskey. If we're not playing at the Whiskey, we're hanging out at the Rainbow. So come hang out with us at least.
Yeah. Why weren't you there the week I was there, Josh?
I know, just saw that picture that they posted where you're in. Was that in like the lair of the vampires up there? Is that where you
Yeah,
were?
it was.
God, yeah. I mean, when were you there? What show was that?
The Lynch Mob.
Lynch Mob, okay. Yeah. I think we may have been playing that weekend. But yeah, one of these times we'll
We
overlap and hell,
we will run it back.
why don't we do a show together at some point?
Absolutely. Yes. So Tencent Revenge and the Heartless will have a show coming up at some point.
I love it.
Probably.
Make it happen.
We'll have to find a meeting point in the middle, but we'll do our best.
We
Nashville.
can
There we go.
I'm down.
All right. Perfect. Thank you very much, Josh. Everybody go to the whiskey, go to the website. Take care.